September 1932. A man walks into Times Square wearing clothes that won't exist for another 50 years. In his pocket, money from 1983. When police arrest him for trespassing, he says 5 words that change everything. "I'm not from this time." But here's where it gets insane. The officers think he's drunk, maybe insane, but something's off. His jacket has a zipper design they've never seen. His shoes are made of materials that don't exist. And when they search him, they find bills with dates 51 years in the future. They take him to the precinct, standard procedure. But when they ask his name and where he's from, his answer stops everyone cold. Rudolph Fentz, and I'm from 1983. I was testing a machine. Something went wrong. Now, the police could have laughed this off, but what they found in his bag made that impossible. Stay with me. Inside his leather satchel, investigators pull out items that shouldn't exist. First, a photograph. But not like any photograph from 1932, it's in color, crystal clear. It shows a skyline of towering glass buildings, sleek and modern, New York, but not the New York outside their window. Second, a street map. It lists addresses on streets that haven't been constructed yet, neighborhoods that are currently empty lots. The map is printed on paper with a glossy finish that won't be invented for decades. Third, a small electronic device. No one knows what it is. It has buttons, a small screen, wires inside. The technology is completely foreign. One officer suggests it might be military. Another thinks it's a communication device. But here's what really terrified them. Fentz knew things, specific things. And when he started talking, everyone in that room went silent. Fentz mentions a second Great War that will destroy Europe. In 1932, World War I ended just 14 years ago. Nobody's thinking about another one. He talks about machines that fly across oceans in hours, television in every home, computers, the internet, things that sound like pure fantasy. The detectives write it all down, some of it as evidence, some of it because they're genuinely disturbed by how specific he is. They ask him about the machine. How does it work? Fentz explains, it bends time, creates a field, but the calculations were off. I ended up here instead of home. The chief of police makes a decision. Fentz is clearly disturbed. They'll hold him overnight, get a psychiatrist in the morning, lock him in a holding cell, post a guard. But here's the thing about time travelers, apparently, locks don't work on them. 6 a.m., the guard goes to check on Fentz. The cell is empty. The door is still locked from the outside. The window bars are intact. There's no tunnel, no loose bricks, no hidden passage. Security checked every entrance to the building the night before. No one came in, no one went out. Rudolph Fentz simply vanished. The NYPD launches an investigation. They search every record, birth certificates, immigration papers, census data. There is no Rudolph Fentz. He doesn't exist. Not in 1932, not in any year before. The case goes cold. The evidence is filed away. Over the decades, it becomes an urban legend, a story cops tell rookies to creep them out, until 90 years later. Because in 2022, a security camera in Tokyo captured something that should be impossible. June 15th, 2022, Shibuya Crossing, one of the busiest intersections in the world. Thousands of people cross it every hour. Security footage captures everything. At 2:47 p.m., facial recognition software flags something unusual. A man crossing the street, mid-40s, wearing outdated clothes, and his face, it's a 100% match to a photograph from 1932. Not similar, not close, identical. Same bone structure, same facial features, same scar above his left eye visible in the NYPD photo. The timestamp on the 1932 photo, September 18th. The timestamp on the Tokyo footage, June 15th, 2022. That's 90 years and the man hasn't aged a single day. Investigators pull traffic cam footage from the surrounding area. They track him for 6 blocks. He walks with purpose, like he knows exactly where he's going. Then, at 3:02 p.m., he turns down an alley. When the next camera angle should pick him up on the other side, he's gone. So where is Rudolph Fentz now? Is he jumping through time, appearing in different eras? Or was he telling the truth all along, and somewhere in our future, there's a time machine with his name on it? The NYPD case file is still technically open. The Tokyo police have the footage, but nobody can explain what happened. If you've seen something like this, or know more about this case, drop it in the comments. And if you want more mysteries that'll keep you up at night, hit that subscribe button, because sometimes the impossible is just history waiting to happen.